Welcome back, folks, and welcome to The Excellent Way. I, of course, am Coach B, and I am joined so far, as always, by the lovely Marka. And today on The Excellent Way, what we want to do is take some time to talk about something that we try to talk about and then we get distracted, but we want to let everybody know that we actually have box rules, and they're there to help us and help you, and they're not really rules so much as like guidelines or I don't know how would you.
I don't know. You can't call them laws either.
No.
It's not like you get a ticket, but it's just something to help us all make sure that this community stays cohesive and like all on the same page.
Yeah, and it's just kind of guidelines for where we want our gym to live and how we want things like to look and feel and different things like that. So that we just guarantee, or not, maybe not guarantee, but like create some continuity across the board for what classes look like and how we do things and how we set ourselves up, not just here in the gym, but also hopefully some of these behaviors continue on through other parts of life too. So yeah. There we go. So we have 12 rules, 12 box rules for CrossFit ELM. On our website, it's how to be a legendary member is actually what the section on our website is called. So this is the 12 ways to be a legendary member at CrossFit ELM.
All right, so I'm going to read them, and then Brandon can elaborate if you want.
And we're just going to go one at a time.
Yeah. So number 1 is turn up. Sign up for class, show up, be on time, practice technique, strive to perfect every movement, and be consistent. Listen to your coaches and learn new skills. Always record your scores in Zen Planner. Tracking is the best way to see your progress. There's a lot there.
There's a lot there. So this is, the key to any level of success in anything we do is consistency, and turn up is kind of this consistency piece, right? The sign up for class. That's important because as we move forward and as we grow, like class sizes are limited because we don't want more than 12 members per coach per hour, because then you're not really getting coached, you're just kind of getting herded, right? So signing up for class is helpful for us, and then that way if we do get to a place where a class is full and there's already 12 or 14 people, then like the class is full and now you gotta wait for the next hour, so at least you know and then you have your spot.
It's also helpful for the coaches to be a little bit better prepared before class time starts and know who's in class and already have some good ideas on, oh, I know this person is hurting or this person can't really do this skill. So they have a chance to really prepare for you to be in their class.
Yeah, that's a huge piece of that. Being on time, like we used to do burpee penalties if you were late, which is just kind of silly.
Shaming.
Yeah, it's not cool. So it's not something we'll ever do again, but be on time. Come a little bit early so you have time to get changed and ready to go, and it helps keep our schedule locked in
and ensures you get the proper warm-up.
Yeah, and I know warm-ups sometimes are boring and sometimes monotonous, but there's a purpose behind them. It's to make sure that joints get warmed up, muscles get warmed up, so that you're moving well right when the workout starts and you're feeling good right when the workout starts. And I know a lot of times we coach people up and they're halfway through the workout before they're finally warmed up and moving well.
Yeah.
So that's a big deal. And then this whole thing of practice technique, perfecting every movement, being consistent, listening to coaches, learning new skills, that all kind of like boils down into like the consistency and the focus on the journey, right? Being here consistently means that you're focused on moving forward to the next step. We're trying to set a distant target on a low horizon, right? So that as we move forward in life, we're not having like these huge peaks and valleys, but we're just constantly chipping away at being better. Yeah. And that comes with just showing up.
Yeah. So. And then you guys, part of your membership is Zen Planner, and it's a way to track your scores. It's a way to track your personal bests, and to be able to look back on some of that and see, okay, this is a repeat workout. How did I do last time? One, it either makes you go up and wait and makes you go faster because you want to beat your time. So it's just ways for you to, one, compete with yourself, but also to see the progress that you've made.
Yeah.
So it's really important that we utilize that and record our progress.
Yeah. And there's that old adage, what gets tracked gets improved.
Yeah.
So if you're tracking your workouts, you have the opportunity to improve. So there you go. So number two.
All right, number 2, leave your ego at the door. CrossFit is hard. Too much ego will eventually result in it being smacked down, and no one wants that. Strive for progress, and you'll always be better than you were before.
Yeah. So this goes into like keeping yourself healthy. I know that there's a lot of times where people come in and they like you come in, you see a workout on board, you're really excited about it, and maybe your body's just not feeling it that day. It's okay to scale a movement from a day-to-day basis. Like there are days where, you know what, my shoulders are not feeling overhead squats or pull-ups, or you know what, my knees are just not feeling squats today. And so scaling back loading, scaling back the skill a little bit, talking to your coach and making sure that, hey, you know, this is kind of bugging with me. I want to get through this workout really well. What can I do? Being willing to do that is going to lead you to becoming better down the road, right? Because if I come in with like this, I'm going to do this RX, or I'm going to do this at this weight, and you're not there yet, and you decide that you're going to do that anyway, well, now you're hurt and you're out for a week, 2 weeks, a month.
Yeah, and no one wants that.
And you don't want that, right? And it feels crappy when you tackle a workout and you're only halfway through and then you hit the time cap or whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
You know, so being willing to check your ego is just going to help you get better, period. So.
Okay, introduce yourself. So people you do not recognize are probably new and nervous. So try to remember what that felt like to you when you were new to the gym. And as a current member, it is on you to be the one to break the ice and say hello. Help them feel welcome and that they are part of our family.
Yeah. This is huge for me. If we're going to be a gym that just wants everybody to be here and be better, because we know the power of what we're doing, we all feel better, we're all fitter, we're all healthier, we're all in a better place. If somebody comes in and they don't feel welcome, they're never coming back.
Yeah.
They're just not.
And it's more than just introducing yourself and saying hi.
Yeah.
And then going over and talking to the people you're comfortable with. Because we've all been there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's making sure that that person is engaged and included in the group.
Yeah.
And over time.
And I want to say, it's not necessarily that any of us are bad at any of these things. We're just going over the stuff that we're trying to iterate in the gym so that it's consistent. And this is a big one. I've heard horror stories of people dropping in on gyms and basically being ignored. Nobody really said hi, nobody introduced themselves, or if they did, it was a quick, hey.
Yeah.
That's not helpful. That's not helping people feel included. They're not going to feel like they belong. And that's a huge piece is when you're brand new to something like this, you want to at least feel like you're welcome to be there so that you can have a chance to belong.
Yeah, when you think about it, when someone comes in and they're new, there's something that they don't feel good about already. They don't feel like they belong in a gym. They are scared who knows what that workout's going to look like for them. There's so many emotions going through them that if you're being included in just the community aspect of it, you're breaking down a lot of barriers and making that a better experience for them. So we're talking a lot about it, but it really is kind of important to us that we're not cliquey and that we're always including everybody all the time.
Yep.
I'm not asking you to be best friends and go spend the night at their house or anything, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, that is weird. Okay.
Anyway.
Okay, number 4, support your fellow members. So we kind of already just touched on this. CrossFit is super community driven, and the first to finish may set the score to beat, but the last to finish should be have the loudest cheers, right? So you're going to be on both ends of the spectrum at some point in time. Mm-hmm. And remember that. And so when you're done with your workout, making sure that you cheer someone on that's not done yet.
Yeah. This is something that we're going to try to emphasize in the coming weeks is and we'll talk about this again here in a minute, but the key here is that we are cheering on our fellow members in the workout before you start breaking down your gear. Okay, and here's why that's important. If you're the one stuck in the middle of a workout and you're just stuck in the suck, and now everybody else around you has not only finished, but put away their gear, how are you feeling in that moment in time? You have to think about that from that perspective. So when you finish a workout, whether you're the first or the second to last, like your next job, once you recover a little bit, is to go and find a person to cheer for. You don't have to coach them, just continue. Yeah, like clap them on, say, pick up that barbell, pick up that kettlebell. Come on, get one more rep, just one more rep. Come on, keep going. Take a deep breath, get one more rep. Like, encourage them and push them through the workout and let them know that you're for them.
Right.
And that they're taking precedence over the next step in the class process, which is putting away gear. We're going to do that together. Find somebody to cheer for when you're done with your workout.
Yeah. And from a coach's perspective, sometimes our stretches that we want to do includes the gear that we have. So then when you guys put it all away ahead of time, then it's really hard for us to, we're not going to pull them back out, you know. So just keep that in mind too. But okay, trust the process. This is a journey, not a destination. Where you are now is only the beginning. Show up every day, even if it's a WOD you don't like, wall balls. What we do may seem random, but it always serves a specific purpose. So get here, do the work, and the goals will be smashed.
So this is probably one of the hardest parts about fitness in general.
Oh yeah.
Which is because there's all these commercials out there that talk about lose the weight in 30 days, have a ripped beach body in 60 or 90 days. And
The Biggest Loser just came back on.
And The Biggest Loser just came back on, so these people are losing 16 to 18 pounds a week and all of that stuff. Now, here's the thing. None of that is reality. Reality is if you have weight to lose, you're probably going to lose a pound to maybe 2 a week. Maybe, right? Because you live in the real world, and we're trying to teach you how to do this the right way, not the fast way. Because losing weight fast, that's cool. Good job. It shows that you can work hard. Losing weight over time and keeping it off for a long time is dedication to the process and a commitment to loving yourself the right way. It is really what that is. And so if you're willing to, like I said earlier, set a distant target on a low trajectory, you're going to have success long term, not success in 90 days and then fall back off the wagon and be right back where you were 20 days later.
Yeah. And this is our ask. We don't do contracts or anything here, but our ask is always to give it an actual try.
Yeah.
And that means showing up. That means getting here. And we've already kind of talked about that. If you get here and you're just like, I'm not feeling it today, then don't do all the weight. But still get your body moving.
Yeah.
So, let the coaches coach, which I actually think our gym does an amazing job with this. So we have a lot of knowledge, and it's growing knowledge. Brandon is always getting new stuff. I love to take different courses so I can get new stuff. Our other coaches, we have things that we're doing with them so that they can learn new knowledge. So we have a growing knowledge, and we have a lot of experienced coaches. It's our job to know what we are doing and what you and your fellow members need for success. It is your job. It is also our job to inform, instruct, and coach technique. Your job is to support each other and cheer each other on, but leave the technical stuff to us. And like I said, I feel like we do a pretty good job at that.
Yep. That's an easy one. Let the coaches coach. And I mean, really the reasoning behind that is, number one, that's what you pay for. Like, a lot of people, they hear about, I don't want to go to a CrossFit gym, that's expensive. Well, that's because they're likening it to going to a regular gym. And you guys know this, coming to a CrossFit gym is not like going to a regular gym.
Right.
What we actually provide for the membership that you pay is the coaching. So allow our coaches to do that, because what's going to happen is not only are you going to get your money's worth, but also now that coach is going to continue to develop, because when you show up to coach a class, and this goes for anything that you do, if you just show up and just show up, you're never going to get any better. But if you show up with intent to get better, and we do this as coaches all the time, like as we get to learn new athletes, like, oh, this person can't do a squat the right way because of this, that, or the other limitation. Well, this limitation is different than that limitation. And so now we learn different ways to scale that movement. Mm-hmm. And so allowing your coaches to do that not only means that they're going to grow, and that means you're going to get better coaches, but it's also like, dude, you're paying for coaches, let them do that. Mm-hmm. You know, and again, this is stuff that we're good at, but the why behind it for some people is important. So that's why for that one.
All right. So number 7, take care of the gear. Treat the gear like it's yours. It's expensive, so please don't drop kettlebells or empty barbells. Keep the chalk in the bucket and only use what you need. Wipe down the bars, as we all want to stay healthy. So, yeah.
That's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Take care of the gear so that we're not breaking it and having to buy new stuff.
Yeah.
And if stuff breaks, guys, stuff breaks. It happens. So please don't feel bad about that.
Yeah.
But when we're
if you have to drop something, because you're protecting your own safety, that's what we want. Mm-hmm. But in general, like, be mindful of how you're treating the equipment.
Nope.
Okay. Number 8, help each other clean up. So keeping the box clean keeps us all happy. Once everyone has finished the WOD, put your gear away, but wait until you are finished cheering on your fellow members. We already kind of went over that.
We kind of went over that already. So like waiting to put away gear until everybody's done, it's a big deal. It just shows that we're focused on getting everybody through the workout as a team, mm-hmm. right? That team experience, that community experience, it's why people do CrossFit. It's why people stay with CrossFit. Yeah. It may not be the reason, but it's one of the big reasons. Yeah. And then also as we're wiping stuff down, or like, if you get a rip and you need to wipe stuff down because you bled or whatever, or like different stuff like that. Like, we've had multiple people drop in from other gyms who have praised how clean our box is. So again, it's something we already do well.
Yeah, we do this well.
But there's a purpose behind it, and it's just because having a clean gym is nice.
I guess we shouldn't say we. You guys do this well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, number 9 is take care of yourself. So this goes with checking our ego. So we kind of already talked about it, but listen to your coaches and to minimize risk of injury. Always follow technique, consistency, intensity. So technique first, perfect technique consistently, and then we will add weight or intensity. If tweaks and geeks do occur, tell us, and do your mobility working at home or coming in early or after class. We've given people that stuff. Do it, because it's what's going to make you feel better.
Yeah. A lot of times when you have a tweak or a geek or a little injury or something like that, like, come in, let us know that you have whatever injury it is. We might be able to at least help you mitigate it until you can get to the doc. We're not doctors, but we've seen a lot, and so we can at least help you until you get to a doc if you need to go to a doc.
A lot of times, though.
Sometimes it's just, you tweaked a muscle or something super tight and you just need some mobility. And so doing those mobility assignments, especially at home, becomes a huge part of keeping your body healthy, right? You're only here an hour a day. You've got 23 hours throughout the rest of the day that, stuff could go wrong, stuff could be done, different things like that. So like the hour here is good and it's very, very helpful. But then when you have something like that, you've got to do other stuff outside of here to make sure you stay healthy.
Yeah. And kind of on that note, a lot of people have talked about, well, my mobility is not good and I want to improve it. Well, talk to us about it. Like, we have tons of knowledge around that. We can only do so much in the middle of a class. So maybe like a one-on-one session every once in a while to help with that shoulder mobility so you can, feel better or increase weight or whatever it is that you're wanting to do. Like, just talk to us about it.
Yep.
Okay. Number 10, eat well. You can't outwork bad eating habits. Eat lean meats, vegetables, nuts and seeds, some fruit, little starch, and no sugar. Keep intake levels that will support exercise but not body fat. I should have been able to say that without reading. Because
We'll
that
get
is
there.
CrossFit in 100 words right there.
Well, yeah, it's the start of World Class Fitness in 100 words. So this is part of that other 23 hours a day that you're not here. Here's the crazy thing: if you eat really well outside of the gym, then not only will you feel better in general, like you think better, you sleep better, you feel better, your joints hurt less, your muscles recover faster. You also start actually making progress in the gym. We see this all the time. Somebody's doing really well in the gym, but then they get stuck, they clean up their diet, and then they start hitting PRs again.
Yeah.
And it really does make that much of a difference. And I tell people this all the time. If I had to pick one, you eat really, really well or work out every day, I'm going to tell you eat really well and not work out. Now, they go hand in hand and you should do both.
Right.
But if you have to pick one, you eat like near perfect all the time.
That's why it's the start of the...
Yeah, that's why it starts. So World Class Fitness in 100 words starts with eat lean meats, vegetables, nuts and seeds, some fruit, little starch, no sugar. Like, it's that important.
And the bottom of the pyramid is always
and
nutrition.
the base of the pyramid is always nutrition. If you eat really well, everything else gets better. And I know that's really hard sometimes, which is why if you live in this place where 80 to 90% of the time you're just in control of what you eat, now when you have that birthday, when you have that new client that you have to take out or whatever that is, you can go and enjoy that and not feel guilty because you know your next meal is going to be on point, not because you're being stringent about it, because that's just how you do things.
Yeah.
And so it becomes that important.
Yeah. Good. Okay, number 11, have fun. So we take training seriously, but community is what drives us. What is a community without fun? Bringing positivity, jokes, and laughs, it helps lift everybody up. So a lot of times this stuff is hard and you have anxiety, so let's enjoy this journey together.
Yeah, this is just, and this is something, again, we as a box, we do this really well. Our members do this really well, but it's just kind of that reminder of it's really easy, especially like when we get close to the open or like if you have a competition coming up to like get really focused and really serious. And I think for a small amount of time, that's okay. Yeah. But remember, like, yes, we're here to get better. Yes, we're here to get fitter. Yes, we're here to take care of our bodies, but have some fun with it too. Like, and sometimes those can be the days where you come in and you're just not feeling it, and so you scale things back and you're just having a good time with it, and know that you're moving and just kind of getting through it. Yeah. So, there we go.
Okay. And the last one is tell your friends. This community grows because you tell people. So the people around you see your progress or gains and are dying to ask and even join you, but they are often scared to say something. Be kind and invite them to drop in with you.
So the tell your friends thing this is how CrossFit grew so rapidly in the beginning. Mm-hmm. Nobody did any advertising at all, right? It was just somebody told their friend and brought them with them. And then that person told a friend and brought them with them. And that person told two friends and brought them with them. That's how CrossFit grew, right? And I know that sometimes you're like, oh, I really want to bring this person, but I don't know if they can afford it or if I don't know if they'll like it. Just bring them, okay? One of the best days to bring them is on Fridays because it's always partner and team workouts. So they're never going to feel like they're alone. And there's no restriction. You don't bring a friend and just message us and just say, hey, I'm bringing a friend to the 3:30 class. Just so people know. And when you personally invite them, say, hey, I got to work. One of the easiest ways, and this I actually just did this today, and it worked really well. Partner workout. Hey, I have a partner workout tomorrow. You want to come be my partner for this workout and check out my gym? And it was like, yeah, sure, I'll come do a partner workout with you. That'd be kind of fun. Yeah. Like, it brought the wall down. So if you know somebody who you're like, dude, I really think they would love this, they just need to get here. Really what it's going to take is you being the person who steps out and says, hey, you know what? I got this partner workout coming up. Why don't you come and be my partner? Or we have this team workout coming up. Just come and be on my team and we'll walk you through it and it'll be fun because we're doing it all together.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people sometimes get really nervous because they don't want to talk about like cost or anything with them and just say that. Like, no, we're not talking about cost. Like, you can ask the owners or the coaches when you get there, but I just want you to come do a workout with me.
Yeah.
Like,
You're just coming to do a workout with me, and if they're like, well, how much does it cost per month? Well, don't worry about it. Today is free, and then we'll do this workout, and then if you like it, you can talk to the coaches about it.
yeah.
Okay? And they may persist and be like, well, what do you pay? You can tell them if you want to, or you can just keep deferring and be like, dude, don't worry about it. Just come to the class with me. That's all I'm asking you to do. Okay? And we'll take care of the other part of that. But really seriously, the best way for this place to grow is you guys bringing the people you love, because we love having you here, and this whole community has grown together and loved having each other here. Why would we not want to have more people like you and the people that you like? Like, that's what we want here.
Yeah.
So, all right. So those are our box rules.
You guys do a great job. Thank you. Like, I mean, I feel like these are rules that either you already knew or you didn't know and you already do. So that's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So that is the excellent way for this week. This is how to be a legendary member at CrossFit ELM. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys this week. Have an awesome week.